Guys, I'm in Puerto Rico. Okay, I brought you guys outside because that felt more fitting, so let's chat. I was going to show you guys like the bits and the elements of me like getting here, but it was so hectic to say the least. But we're here, and we're here impulsively because like 2 months ago I was like, Diva, you need to be planning more stuff to look forward to. That is a big part of adulthood. I've realized, planning stuff to look forward to. Like once I was thinking about this trip, I was just like excited about it. I was like, the next like 2 months of like working, well, it's like super cold, super dark, and the sun is setting at like 4 p.m. don't seem that bad anymore. So I called my friends and I was like, hey, does anybody want to do this? And they were like, maybe, we're not sure, you know, like work and stuff. And I was like, totally understand. I was thinking of like making it a solo trip. Don't know if I'm there yet because I've been at the place that we're staying at for a while, like just like a little bit alone because other people's flights got delayed. And I was like, okay, this was kind of nice, but also kind of scary and intense. Like called my whole family, like called my mom, my grandma, and my older sister, like, hey guys, like, what are you up to? But one of the goals I've set for myself of like getting over this quarter life crisis too is like doing the things that I'm saying I'm going to do. I was like, I want to go on a trip like before the summer, and so I'm actually like on the trip, which I know may feel very like that's not really an accomplishment, but I feel like sometimes I talk myself out of a lot of things by being like, oh, like the money is not going to come back to me, or like I have things to do. And I'm not saying like disregard that, like there's real life elements that affect like real life, but I'm saying plan your life accordingly in a way which is not going to make it miserable. Little trips, concerts, going to see your friends, doing things like that, even just like little things like going to the library by yourself, it really like makes life more enriching. And so I'm happy that I'm here and I'm happy that you guys are here. This is the top. This is the skirt. These are my little pink flip-flops that I changed into because I was so sweaty. I got here in like a big pink sweater and it was like insufferable. But for now, it's like kind of the mid-afternoon, like evening-ish, and I'm going to think, and my friends are going to be here soon, and so we're going to get probably like dinner or go to the beach and just like have fun. And so enjoy my time with me in Puerto Rico, guys. Guys, my Shaylas are here. Should I pop a titty? Hey guys. This shouldn't seem all wholesome now. We're going to breakfast and then we're going to the beach. I'll show you guys my outfit later. It's really cute. Hey guys, it's probably been no more than like 2 seconds for you guys, but it has been like an hour for me because when I tell you guys sand, oh, hey, that's me. Hey girl. Sand in places, sand where sand should never be. It was just so windy at the beach. It was like such a nice, refreshing day, and it was like a rock and a hard place because I feel like the wind was definitely lessening like the sun beating down on us, but it was just so like intense. I was just not expecting it because the sand is so fine, which is nice. It's like easy to step on, but because it's so fine, it was like kind of similar to like when we were in Portugal. That was also a big thing, and it was all up in my hair. It's probably also all in my hair right now, but I think I successfully kind of swept it off and patted it out. But I found it in like my camera, in the stick that holds my camera. We were out there for like a couple hours. You guys saw me getting matcha and a muffin. We actually didn't go to the place that I showed you guys for breakfast, but a place across the street, but it was kind of like tiny, so I didn't want to like elbow people like out of the way just to vlog. But I got a matcha. It tasted good. I did want it to be like a little bit more earthy, and I could tell it wasn't gonna really taste like that once I saw the color, but it was still tasty. Took that, went to the beach, and we've been there really like all day since. It's like 5-ish right now. We stopped at Walgreens to get a couple of just like sanitary things. Now we're thinking about where to get. At first it was lunch, but now it's more so like dinner. I will show you guys the fit as we're leaving. It's very cute. I feel like very vacation-y. Some jorts and my good old New Balances, super comfortable shoes to walk in. I always thought that like on vacation that I would be like wearing my Reebok, but these are too comfortable like not to be wearing on vacation. We would be walking around all the time sometimes. Yeah, right now we're chilling in our rooms, just like decompressing. Also showered off in the outdoor shower that's outside. I'm gonna give you guys like a better tour of the place that we're staying at. I feel like when we're leaving, because now I've officially kind of like, I'm in the bed, it's not as pretty as it was when I first got here, but like aesthetically it's still very nice. But it's just been nice to like relax, you know, like this morning, like early afternoon when we first stepped outside, when I was showing you guys like Miriam and Jordan, we're here. I was like, oh, it's so sunny. Like even when I landed at the airport and I like called my mom, I was like mood like boosted from being somewhere that was just cold and dreary. And you know, like I love the seasons, but just like you don't realize how much it's affecting you until it's actually like warm outside and you're like, oh, like I first one to say I needed this, like takes a shot, but like I needed this. And so that's been really great. And so we're gonna go out and find dinner, and I've just been pressing this on my head just kind of like keep my hair in place, and I couldn't find it in myself to tie it at the back of my head, so it's just like a little like wee wee French. See you guys soon. We are going to watch the sunset, and maybe you guys can't tell how tan I am. I'm tan. Yeah, we're going to watch the sunset, and then we're going to get dinner. And we're actually passing the place that we actually got breakfast this morning. This is where we were. Hey girl. Yeah. Hi Pookies. So I need you to see this view with me. Now, isn't that gorgeous? Hi guys. Hi. They're my girls. I know everybody's tan and cute.
Love it.
I love you guys.
Love you.
Let's kiss. Oh. Oh, Mary started leading in it, and there's evidence.
I lost my cherry. I found my cherry.
Good morning, guys. Oh, wait, I want to lay down some more. Good morning, guys. We, let me start over. I messed up. Just a teensy bit. We were supposed to go out last night, but dinner was just like so good that we all got home and we were like, okay, like let's check back in like 30 minutes. Nobody checked back in. We all fell asleep. I woke up at like 1 and was talking to Miriam and was like, what happened? And she was like, we all fell asleep. But it was so interesting that like last night, beautiful sunset. And after the sunset, we ran into this girl who was also 25. She was there on her first like solo trip, which was just so interesting because I've been thinking about going on one for like ever. And then it feels like the conversation we just had with her, she was so bubbly and friendly and like nice. Jordan took some like digital sunset pictures of her. Finally saw the camera that you use to get those quality pictures that we're always seeing like go viral on TikTok. That must be pricey. I didn't ask her, but it's like a much more professional like camera than I thought. I thought it was kind of like a little digicam, which we did take little digicam photos on the beach, which were super cute. But she was just talking about like how this was very insightful for her, like the trip, and how like it really meant to her. I just feel like I've had so many instances on this trip where I've like sat back and been like, wow, like I'm really appreciative that I'm here. Just really appreciative that I like came here. And then when she left, she was like, go with God, which I don't know. The whole thing felt just very like, every time she talked, I was like, this is either a conversation I've had with somebody else or myself like very recently. So yeah, we are now going to the beach today, another beach day, because we are here to relax, chill, connect with nature. But first we're going to get breakfast at Pinky's. So let's go. trip honestly has just been very like relaxing, very like Sunday beach, Monday beach, Tuesday beach. Now we're going to Old San Juan, and so we showered, we changed, we made a great time. It's around like 4 o'clock, so we're gonna do a quick fit check. So this dress is from my mom. I can't tell you what the brand was, but these shoes match the dress. They're like cheetah print, cheetah print. These necklaces are the ones that I got in Portugal. These sunglasses I got at Goodwill, and this little purse was also from Goodwill. So, throw her right in.
Hi. The purse, courtesy of Diva. The shoes, also courtesy of Diva. The top, I believe, is H&M, and the little shorts are the Old Navy. And then hairstyle by me. Hey! This entire fit is from Shein, except for my bracelets from my family members. My necklaces are from my family members. My digital camera is from Goodwill. My Kanku pics, period. And my anklet is from my friend.
Wow, you got a digital camera that works from Goodwill? Wow. Wait, I got one. Mine is broken. No, we gotta get in the Uber. Let's go. Bye.
Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden.
Oh, Miriam, thank you for this extra cherry. Huh? Ah! Sorry.
I'm taking my freedom.
Well, that's the end of that. Thank you for this extra cherry. Okay guys, now we're waiting in line. Well, Jordan's now waiting in line. Miriam was waiting in line, and we all kind of tapped out like. We're waiting because people have come out of this one being like the dinner was delicious, and so we're going to see. We chatted, we gabbed, we gossiped, we reminisced because we've been here 2 years ago, which is so crazy because then we had just graduated from college and now we're all real life working girls. But I'm going to report back on how dinner was, and then we are also going out tonight, so guys, stay tuned, be prepared. Also guys, are you seeing this tan? Are you seeing this tan? Because I'm seeing this tan. Hey guys, I just got off the phone with my mom and she was like, "You look so bronze." And I said, "No." But we're going out tonight, which will be fun. I'm wearing the same thing that I wore earlier. It's just comfy cozy. I feel like it's the easiest thing as opposed to like trying to decide on wearing something new. So you guys can see, but my lash extensions are holding on for dear life. What happens when you do them yourselves, but I also do have to pay to do them. Also, I'm chewing gum for the first time in like years, because if you guys follow me, you know that I had braces. And I'm just happy that this trip in general, which feels crazy that it feels like it's basically already over. We're planning to more than likely go to Aguadilla tomorrow and like find a nice beach, lay out and relax just to get a change of like peso and like rent a car. The shoe doesn't always fit, but if you can book that trip, like book that trip. You more often than not like will never regret it, especially if you just feel like I need a break from like the monotony of like doing this, doing that, the same thing over and over again. Like, wow, I'm kind of sunburnt. Let's go. Okay guys, we just got to Aguadilla, Crashboat Beach about, I would say about like 15-20 minutes ago. The water is like gorgeous. I feel like out of the, we've only been to like 2-ish different beaches on this trip, but I feel like out of the now 3 we've been to, this is like the nicest one. There's like no seaweed. The sand is kind of hot, but like the temperature of the water makes up like completely for it. It's like calm, like perfect. I'm going to show you guys later. It's like you can see your toes, you can see your hands in it. And so now, after being in there for a little bit, because the sand was so hot, we need to cool ourselves off. We're tanning and relaxing. I'm gonna bring you guys in the water with me later. Also, if you guys have seen, my nails are popping off, but that means I'm having a good time. Hey guys, long time no see. One of my lash extensions fell out, but no one should be surprised because I'm not. The beach was gorgeous. Like, I don't even know how, like, it was like gorgeous. It makes me like terribly intensely try not to think about it, sad that we're going home tomorrow, but you know, it was a short trip. But it was good for the soul. Like, it's necessary to have not just something to look forward to, but just like to explore more and like put yourself out there. This is beautiful. And the view is beautiful. Like, we're getting dinner right now and sitting by the water and just watching the view, and like some of the storm like maybe rolling in, but it's just really nice. So book that trip if you can. Book that trip because you probably need it. Like, I needed this. Just like missing a nail. Just to like break up the monotony of like life and like get yourself back in tune with like, oh, maybe I'm like not super sad. I just needed to be just like away from like the day-to-day of my life. And yeah, I think this definitely like helped. Cause I didn't realize like how like, oh, like my shoulders are so tight, like they're dropping until I got here, you know? So I changed out of my bathing suit and I'm trying to think about what to eat. So we'll see. We'll see. The vlog isn't over yet. Do not go anywhere. We have a couple hours left. Wait, 1 second. Okay, let's start that over. I had to take off my eyelash extensions. Aside of the fact that like one was kind of coming off, which I did them myself. I'm not sure if I mentioned that to you guys. From the lash kit I had for like my birthday a couple of birthdays ago. Works very well. Love it because it's extensions without like me having to have somebody else do it, and also like I didn't have to pay anybody else to do it. I did it myself. Lasts great for like a couple of days, but I feel like I forgot, not like forgot, but like didn't realize like for my birthday when I did it a couple years ago, I very much like didn't really get them wet. I was going around water. It was just very much like me for a day for my birthday to take like nice pictures and feel like. And so I ended up having those on for like at least like 2 weeks because I really didn't get water in my face, but because I was going in like the water here and like laughing so much, really it was the day like we had dinner episodes and like laughed so much that like because the lashes are on my waterline, they just started like we're going home, guys. We're going home. And I fear I'm gonna have like post-trip sadness for a while, which I shouldn't because I should have just appreciate and enjoy that I was here. But like, oh my god, I wish I was staying longer. I'm not, so let me not complain too much. Miriam and Jordan, because they live in the same area, are getting a flight back together, and then mine is back to the DMV. I'm just like, I don't know, especially like today, like Aguadilla was like such a nice like beach town area. We had like dinner by the water, and it just really made me think about like at Crash Boat Beach, like parking was like $9, but also there was like free parking alongside the hill. You would just have to walk farther. And I remember there was like a part of me that was like, what do I feel like kind of like inherently shocked about this? And I was like, because if we were in like any other like state, it would be like just to get on the beach, $25, park at the beach, $9 per $10, like $15 per hour. But I feel like this is me just taking the opportunity to reflect on the fact that like I'm just thankful that I got to get away for a little bit. Like that is one of my goals, to just take like smaller trips throughout the year. There are like bigger trips I go on, like we're planning like a like bigger girls trip for the summer, but there's also just like smaller trips that I want to do, and I want to like encourage myself to go on a solo trip as well, to really just like remind myself that like Diva, maybe it is the seasonal depression getting to you, or maybe it is the fact that like you're grateful but you're clocking in like every day and it's starting to like mess with you that like there is life outside of that. So you can just like really get in your head about things, and then when you're laying on the beach, and sometimes it can be, I guess, like worse to ruminate, but for me at least, I was just laying on the beach and I was like, life is amazing. I was looking out at like the caves and like the water today and all the other people. And also, I forgot to mention, to the right of us was like a very kind family. Offered us water at the beginning, like when we first sat next to them, and I was like kind of suspicious. But then, like, the more we like talked to them, they engaged with us. I guess I just realized, like, rightfully, I feel like how suspicious I am of like people, but that also people can just be kind. Like, they were just kind. Like, we talked, they chatted, they played music, and we just had like a little bit of an interaction, and that was really great. So I feel like overall, like the girl we met the other day, this family, we met some of Jordan's like coworkers throughout the week, like who were here. Just like sometimes like you meet, quote unquote, at least for me, like strangers that you don't know, and you have just like nice like one-off interactions with them, and it kind of can like really change your perspective on like welcoming new people into your life. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pack, which is unfortunate, but I like to pack the night before because it kind of eases my anxiety that I've left anything at the place I'm staying at. When I pack the day of, I'm thinking like, oh my god, you forgot to pack something because you didn't pack the night before. So let's get started, guys. This suitcase filled to the brim, but I did it. I need to go to sleep. The only things I am leaving out and like carry-on stuff is like, of course, there's like my little purse, my Kindle, my camera, I have my glasses, my sweater. Oh, you guys would not believe the camera died for a second, so I couldn't like show you guys. But I was like sitting on my suitcase, and I put away like my toiletries because I was gonna leave out the whole thing, like the soap and the soap and the what? Lotion. But I figured really all I need is this, the toothbrush for tomorrow because I've already showered and everything. The only thing is, I'm gonna have to stuff my bonnet and my scarf into the suitcase again like I did when I left. Thank you, Mom, for helping with that. But I'm going to talk to you guys tomorrow morning as I just like collect some of my thoughts, maybe, and I give you guys like a tour. So don't miss me too much. Bye, guys. Felt like since this is where I started the vlog, it felt best to end it out here on the patio. Just like leaving and like crossing my T's and like dotting my I's before I leave to make sure that like I have everything. Place is like clean, and yeah, I'm just like walking around. I'm just kind of sitting out here because I have a little bit of time on my hands. Yeah, I feel like I've now been able to, I feel like my thoughts yesterday is basically what I wanted to share with you guys, is that I think it's funny too because when I was younger I used to like the beach, I was like apathetic about it. It was cute and everything, but really it wasn't like it wasn't my thing. But now I feel like if I don't live near a body of water, like I lose my marbles. But thank you guys for joining me. I feel like this was really great for me, and it makes me really want to plan something else, at least within like the next 3 months, to do maybe like by myself. You know, schedules don't always line up and things like that, and I know I'm gonna see my girls during the summer, but I would love if you guys would join me on that because I feel like that'll be really fun and exploratory as well. It was also really nice to like sleep in today and just like collect myself until I have to go to the airport, and so I have like a good like 20 minutes to chill, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do.